Hi students, in this session we are going to discuss about Laplace transform of some standard functions. So we are going to find out the Laplace transform of some standard functions like impulse function, step function, ramp function, real exponential function, complex exponential function, so many. So I will explain one by one. I will start with the impulse function. Function. So all of you know the impulse function is represented with the del of t, and the equation for the del of t is equal to 1 for t equal to 0, and the impulse function has a value of 0 for t not equal to 0. That is, the impulse function exists only at t equal to 0 and the value is 1. For all other remaining cases, the impulse function is 0. We all know this. So for this, I have to find out the Laplace transform. So here I am considering x of t, input signal as impulse function del of t. First, I am considering x of t equal to del of t. And you all know the formula for Laplace transform of x of t. Laplace transform of x of t is nothing but integral minus into infinity x of t e power minus st dt. So that is the basic formula. So basic formula for finding the Laplace transform is of a signal x of t is integral minus into infinity x of t into e power minus st dt. So in place of x of t, here I had taken the impulse function del of t. So the formula is Laplace transform of del of t. Laplace transform of del of t. Nothing but x of s. So Laplace transform. Okay, that will be in S domain. So we can write x of s will be equal to integral minus into infinity del of t. So in place of x of t I had del of t e power minus st dt. Simple. In place of x of t I had del of t. So formula integral minus into infinity del of t into e power minus st dt. See, here the limits are from minus infinity to plus infinity. So there are so many values. For all those values, the del of t equal to 0 except at t equal to 0. Hence, in all these range of values, I will consider only the value at t equal to 0. So at t equal to 0, it will have a function. For all the remaining values, it is 0. So 0 into anything is 0. Integral of 0 is 0. So I don't need to consider anything. I will consider only one value, that is t equal to 0. So del of 0. So del of 0 equal to 1. So del of 0 equal to 1. Hence I am writing as e power minus st at t equal to 0. E power minus st at t equal to 0. Okay. Simple. So we have to consider this function. Or you can write like del of t into e power minus st at t equal to 0. Okay, we can consider this one also. But del of 0 equal to 1. So here we get 1. So in place of t I have to substitute 0. So e power minus s into 0, that is e power minus 0 or e power 0, which is nothing but 1. Substitute t value here, we will get as 1. Okay, simple. Simple logic is here this function will have a value only at t equal to 0. So I have to leave all the remaining cases. Okay. So simply you can write like this also. So del of t into e power minus st. You can write del of t into e power minus. So if substitute t equal to 0 there, that will give 1 into e power minus st. That is 0. E power 0 is 1. So 1 into 1, which is equal to 1. You can write like this also, as your wish. Okay. So this is the first one, that is a Laplace transform of an impulse function is nothing but 1. So the Laplace transform of an impulse function is nothing but 1. Here I need the ROC, region of convergence. So this one is for all values of s, that is entire s plane is the region of convergence for this Laplace transform. The region of convergence is the entire s plane, because this value 1 is for all values of s. So this is 1 is for all s. Okay, for all values of s. So finally I can write this Laplace transform as del of t is having a Laplace transform 1 for all s. So finally I can write the representation. So that Laplace transform pair is represented with del of t is having a Laplace transform 1 for all s. So this is the representation. Simple. So for which function I am finding the Laplace transform, I have to write that. And what is the Laplace transform of that one? In between, I will write a line and I go for the arrows on two sides, and on the top of that, I will write the transformation technique. So here del of t is having a Laplace transform of 1 for all s. So this is the representation of the Laplace transform pair. Okay. Now, I have to show the region of convergence. We all know the S-plane consists of sigma and j omega, because S is a combination of sigma plus j omega. I will take sigma on x-axis and j omega on y-axis. So here, for complete plane, for complete S-plane, so if you think this as an S-plane, for complete S-plane, we have the region of convergence. That is, region of convergence is the for complete S-plane, because here the ROC, the value, the integral converges for all values of S. For all values of, if you take any value of S, I will get the Laplace transform as 1. So this is entire, that is entire S-plane is nothing but the region of convergence of this impulse function. Okay. So finally, I can conclude one thing. The Laplace transform of impulse function is 1 for all S. So here the region of convergence also plays a major role. Here in this case, the region of convergence is for all S. This is for Laplace transform. Next we move on to the step function. So first one I have gone for the Laplace transform of impulse function del of t. Next I am moving for the Laplace transform of step function. We all know the step function is represented with u of t. Is represented with u of t, and the value of u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, and the value of u of t equal to 0 for t less than 0. That is, it is having only the u of t, the step function is having values only for t greater than or equal to 0, that to 1. For all the values of t less than 0, the u of t function is equal to 0. You all know this. Okay. Now I have to consider the input signal x of t as u of t. So Laplace transform of u of t, I am considering the Laplace transform as x of s. Okay, x of s, that will be equal to integral minus infinity in place of x of t, right, u of t, because here x of t is nothing but u of t. So u of t into e power minus st dt, and here the limits are from minus infinity to plus infinity. The limits are from minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay. Now in this, the u of t exists only for t greater than or equal to 0. That is, if the limits are less than 0, that is minus infinity to 0, the value of this u of t is 0. 0 into anything is 0, and integral of 0 is 0. So there is no need to take the limits from 0 to minus infinity. So I left that, and I taken the limits only from 0 to infinity, because this function is having the values only for t greater than or equal to 0. So 0 to infinity. And in that range, the value of u of t is 1. So I directly substitute the value of 1. And e power minus st dt, e power minus st dt. So in the total limits, the value of u of t exists for 0 to infinity. So I can substitute the limits as 0 to infinity. But because for remaining values, the u of t is 0, 0 into anything is 0, and integral of 0 is 0. So no need to take that one. And in that range, the value of u of t is 1. So I substitute 1 into e power minus st dt. So integration of e power minus st, integration of e power minus 2t, e power minus 2t by minus 2. So integration of e power minus st is e power minus st by minus s, and the limits are 0 to infinity. So here I take, because these limits are with respect to t, so I bring 1 by minus s outside. So minus 1 by s. So this 1 by minus s I had taken outside, minus 1 by s. So left with e power minus st. Limits are 0 to infinity. Substitute infinity, that is e power minus infinity. I substitute e power upper limit minus e power lower limit 0, that is e power 0. So first one minus e power minus infinity minus e power 0. So e power minus infinity, 1 by e power infinity, 1 by e power infinity, that is 1 by infinity. So 1 by infinity is 0. So the value of this one is 0, and e power 0 is 1. Okay. So 0 minus 1. So this value is 0 minus 1. So 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Minus of minus plus. Hence I got 1 by s, because this value is 0 and this value is 1. So 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So minus of minus plus. So answer is 1 by s. Clear? And so finally I got the Laplace transform of unit step function is 1 by s, and this integral converges. So this integral converges when real part of s is greater than 0. So whenever the real part of s is greater than 0. Actually, S is nothing but sigma plus j omega. In that the real part is sigma. The real part is sigma. That is, real part of a sigma greater than 0. Then the integral will converge. For all the remaining values, the integral does not converge and we don't get the Laplace transform. Hence, this integral converges only when real part of S is 0. Simply, a simple technique is, so this denominator equal to 0. So S equal to 0. So we have to take in that the real part of S, that is sigma value will be greater than 0. Okay. That is Laplace transform we got equal to 1 by S for sigma greater than 0. And the region of convergence is real part of S greater than 0. Real part of S greater than 0. So how do you will represent? You will take the S plane, sigma on x axis and j omega on y axis, and this region of convergence is sigma greater than 0. So this is 0. So greater than 0. So this side, right side part. In this S plane, this right side part is the region of convergence. Hence I shown like this. So this one is nothing but the region of convergence, right side part. So your ROC is sigma greater than 0. Okay. So this is the second one. So here, if you want to represent in the equation format, how can you represent this transform pair? Simple, you can represent like this. So u of t is having a Laplace transform. U of t is having a Laplace transform 1 by S. Okay, simple. That is the representation like this. Okay, and if you want to know the region of convergence, that is ROC. ROC is real part of S greater than 0. Real part of S greater than 0. So this is the representation. U of t is having a Laplace transform S for 1 by S for sigma greater than 0, or real part of S greater than 0. So this is how to find the Laplace transform of a step function. Simple. For any function, you have to go use the Laplace transform formula. That is integral minus into infinity that function into e power minus st dt. Simplify it, you will get the answer. And at the final, you have to check for which values the integral is converged. So for which values the integral converges. So that you can get by simply equating the denominator to 0. So in the denominator, if you got s minus a, then s minus a equal to 0. So s equal to a, that is real part of s should be greater than that a. You can write like this, simple technique. Okay, so we will go on. So you will clearly understand if I go for the explanation of some more problems. Next, third one, a ramp function. A ramp function generally represented with r of t, which is nothing but t into u of t. So ramp function is represented with r of t, and we all know the relation between ramp and unit step function is r of t equal to t into u of t. Okay, so x of t equal to t into u of t. So consider, or you can consider x of t equal to r of t also. So you can directly use r of t. Already I explained you the step function, hence I written r of t in terms of u of t. So x of t equal to t into u of t. So in place of r of t I written t into u of t. So find out the Laplace transform for that function. So I had given the answer. The Laplace transform of that function is 1 by s square. Laplace transform of t into u of t. That is the ramp function. Laplace transform is 1 by s square. So you have to do it. Simple. The technique is same. You have to take integral minus into infinity that function t into u of t e power minus st dt. Okay. So there u of t value you know. So you get t integral 0 to infinity t into e power minus st. E power minus st. That you have to use the formula of uv. Integral uv. So using that formula, and you have to go for the simplification. Finally, you get the answer as 1 by s square. Okay. Here also the region of convergence is real part of s greater than 0, because s, that is s square equal to 0, s equal to 0. So the real part of s is greater than 0 is the region of convergence for ramp function. So this is for your work. So you have to do it at your home. Final. So there the Laplace transform of unit ramp function is 1 by s square. Now the next one, coming to the real exponential functions. Real exponential function. Here the real exponential function is represented with e power at into u of t. See, e power at, a real, and e exponential, real exponential function. Okay, e power at into u of t. That is, u of t exists only for t greater than or equal to 0. So this function exists only for positive of t. For negative of t, u of t equal to 0, so the function is also 0 for negative t. Okay, so I have considered x of t equal to e power at into u of t. Now I need the x of s Laplace transform, that is Laplace transform of e power at into u of t. Small x of t will become as capital X of s. So Laplace transform of e power at into u of t. Formula integral minus into infinity e power at u of t. This one into e power minus st dt. Here all of us know from minus into infinity the u of t exists only for 0 to infinity. So I taken limits as 0 to infinity, and in that the value of u of t is 1. So I substituted 1. Remaining is e power at into e power minus st. So bases are same. So in the powers I have to take t as common. So e to the power of a minus s into t into dt. So that will be equal to integral 0 to infinity e power. So in this I had taken s minus s common. Minus s common. Why? Because the format will be in the terms of s minus a. Then I can easily get the value of s. So for that, simply I have taken minus s common here. So if I take minus outside, what becomes? A will become as minus and s will become as plus. So minus of s minus a into t. Just I taken minus s common. Okay. So multiply this minus s minus of minus plus this is plus a minus s. Simple. Okay. Now integration of this one e power minus of s minus a into t. So integration of minus st is nothing but e power minus st by s. Here in place of s minus a is there. So e power minus of s minus a into t by minus of s minus a. Okay. So I take 1 by minus of s minus a outside, and for this I have to apply the limits. So the limits are 0 to infinity. So e power minus infinity 0 and e power 0 1. So 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. Minus of minus plus. So the answer is 1 by s minus a. Simple. So finally I got for the real exponential function the Laplace transform is 1 by s minus a. Okay. So the above integral converges for real part of s minus a is greater than 0. Whenever the real part of s minus a is greater than 0, then the above integral converges, and that is nothing but real part of sc should be greater than a. The real part of s should be greater than a. How can you get simple? The technique is, first of all I have to equate s minus a equal to 0. So s equal to a. So the region of convergence ROC is real part of s should be greater than a. Why? Because see, in this I am using u of t. So that is right sided signal, a right sided sequence. So while explaining the properties, I said you for the right sided sequence the region of convergence is real part of s greater than the value. So there is greater than this value. So this will be applicable for step function also. For step function also I have written greater than 0. Why? Because for right sided signals, the region of convergence is real part of s should be greater than the value of sigma. Here the value of sigma is nothing but a. So as I am using u of t, that is it is a right sided signal. So simply because for negativity there is 0, the value is only for positive right sided signal. Hence ROC is real part of s is greater than a. Okay. Now finally I can conclude that e power at into u of t is having Laplace transform 1 by s minus a. And if you want to represent the s plane, sigma on x-axis, j omega on y-axis, and I had written a value of a somewhere. That is the sigma equal to a is here. The pole a is at here. Now ROC is sigma greater than a. So outside this a up to x up to infinity. So all this is the region of convergence. That is sigma value is greater than a. That is first I have to consider the pole a on that one. So this is the pole a. After that we have ROC. ROC is after this pole. Clear? So this is how to draw the s plane or representing the s plane of this real exponential function. Clear? So finally, by using this I can conclude what is the value of a real exponential function e power minus at into u of t. What is the Laplace transform of e power minus at into u of t? E power minus at. So if there is minus here, already we get this minus of minus, that is plus. So s 1 by s plus a. If we want to find the Laplace transform of e power minus at into u of t, that will be equal to 1 by s plus a. So this is a real exponential. If you go for the complex exponential function, if you go for complex exponential function as e power j omega t into u of t, e power j omega t into u of t, same, the procedure is same thing. So there, here for real exponent we got 1 by s minus a. There for a complex exponential I will get 1 by s minus j omega, because the complex exponential element with e power j omega t into u of t. Here also I am using u of t, that is right side signal. So real part of s should be greater than 0. So here the ROC is the real part of s should be greater than 0. So this complex exponential function is for your practice. So you have to find out the value of this complex exponential function. Same way the procedure is same. Here I got value as 1 by s minus a. There I will get the value of 1 by s minus j omega. Why? Because here real exponential is e power at into u of t. Complex exponential is e power j omega t into u of t. Clear? So these are the some of the standard functions for which we find out the Laplace transforms. Okay. Now we will find out the Laplace transform of u of minus t. U of minus t. So this u of minus t is a left-sided signal. That is, here the value of this u of minus t is for only t less than 0. Whenever the t value is less than 0, then only I will get the value of u of minus t as 1. That is, u of minus t equal to 1 for t. U of minus t equal to 1 for t less than 0. And for a t greater than 0, the value of this one will be equal to 0. So we all know that. That is, it is a left-sided signal. Hence, I am considering here x of t equal to u of minus t. As I am considering x of t equal to u of minus t, as it is a left-sided signal, the change will be at region of convergence. Up to now, we saw on with u of t. That is some e power 2t to u of t, e power 8 into u of t, e power minus 8 into u of t. So the region of convergence is real part of s is greater than that value. Okay, the value of the sigma, whatever it may be. Okay, here the u of minus t is left-sided signal. So the region of convergence is the real part of s should be less than that value of the sigma. So here we will get the real part of s is less than, that is sigma less than the value. Okay, so that is the only change. See how it will. Now, I have to find out Laplace transform of x of t. That is nothing but x of s. Here x of t is u of minus t. So integral minus to infinity u of minus t into e power minus st dt formula. So u of minus t equal to 1 for t less than 0. Hence, in the limits minus infinity to infinity, I have to consider minus infinity to 0. And the value of this one is 1 into e power minus st dt. So, see, I think the above integral converges only for a real part of s is less than 0. So this integral converges. That means we will get the output for real part of s is less than 0. Okay. Simply this is nothing but the ROC. So we will see, because region of convergence is the range of a sigma or a range of values of real part of s for which the Laplace transform converges. So the integral converges only for real part of s less than 0. So on seeing the integral, we can say that real part of s is less than 0, then only this integral will converge. Here the Laplace transform x of s will be equal to, see, integral of this one is e power minus st by minus s. The limits are minus infinity to 0. That will be equal to, so substitute the limits, e power 0 minus e power minus of s minus infinity. So substituting the limits, so I taken minus s, same thing. Okay, so this value is nothing but minus 1 by s, because this is 1 and this is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. So 1 into 1 by minus 1 by s, that is minus 1 by s. Simplifying, we'll get this one. And the ROC is real part of s is less than 0. So the procedure is same. So I gone with a quick way because already you know this procedure. Only the change is here. See, if s equal to 0, up to now we written as real part of s is greater than 0, because that is right hand signal, but here it is left hand signal. So here we have to write real part of s is less than 0. So the only change is, so s plane, if you go for s plane, sigma on x axis, j omega on y axis, and this is 0. Now the region of convergence is this one. This one is the region of convergence. That is less than 0. So this is ROC, sigma value less than 0. Okay, for this I had explained you this one. Okay, so keep in mind, if u of t is given, then ROC will be greater than the value. If u of minus t, ROC will be less than. That is, for right handed signal the ROC will be right side, and for left hand signal the ROC will be left sided. Okay, I already explained you this in the, I'll explain the properties of the signal. Okay, so and lastly I am giving one problem for your work, that is x of t equal to e power minus 2t into u of t plus e power 3t into u of t. Find the Laplace transform of this signal and go for the ROC, region of convergence. That is for your practice. With this I am finishing today's class. Okay, thank you one and all.